Yes, I want to say welcome one more time. This is the 211 Media, and of course, we are joined with that is Ziza Bafana, the really cool machine. We call it Lugaraga, the man behind such hit songs that's like Pomini, talk about Abantu Bafe, talk about, there are quite a number of hit songs, but welcome in the country, Ziza
Thank you so much, bro.
Bafana.
Yeah, man.
I was saying, when was the last time that you came in the country?
That was around COVID time when I came to perform.
COVID, that is 2020, 2021.
Yeah, that was 2021. Yeah, when 2021, that was Yambia. Mm. That was my last time because after Yambia I came here. I spent here like a week. Then I went back to Kampala.
South Sudan has been one of your great home. What so far has changed since you last came?
A lot. Now we have got the airport. Actually, but by the time I came, the airport was already started. That is to be before COVID there. But a lot has changed because the first time, that was 2008. That was my first time to come to Juba when there was no any building here, bro.
Is that the time you did songs like with MC Lomex?
Exactly. Those are the days that we did songs with King WJ,
Yes.
a later artist here, Rocky J. Yeah, those are the days.
That means you are a good neighbor to South Sudan.
Of course, and I started with the industry of South Sudan here. Yeah, those are the days when they just discover that they have got talent here. So when you bring an artist from Kampala or when you bring the artist, you have to make sure the artist from here, they perform. If they don't perform, that was a war. You cannot complete all this the performance without a fight. You get now things have changed a lot. We have water now. We look. We have a swimming pool.
So it's funny. I want to say in 2018 we didn't have swimming pools.
That was 2008.
2008, yeah.
Man, you know, people used to get inside. That was, I mean, like around 6 in the evening. Everyone has to be inside. Those are the days.
You sound to be knowing South Sudan too much. Tell those people outside there who may have a different mindset when it comes to South Sudan. Because when you talk of South Sudan, when you're in Uganda, Kampala, people feel like, it is a place which is full of war. A lot of things are happening. Tell someone out there that whatever they are listening about South Sudan, it is much, much different.
Of course, because I'm telling you, bro, show them where we are now. Please turn the camera here.
At Royal Palace.
Show them. Yo, look here, bro. No hate, you see? Even Uganda was once like South Sudan. That is how things are changing and growing, you know. The fact is, as you see Juba, it is now a different place, bro. You get, things are changing. People now are building. You know, those days people had beautiful cars, big cars, but no building.
Speaking of changing, how do you look on our industry compared to 2018, the last time?
And things have changed. Just that you know, you know, nowadays, you know, these guys, their currency, there's a way, yeah, the pound, it's low, yeah. By that time, sometime back, these guys, they had started something like coming to Kampala. I mean, like they used to look at far, like enlarging their industry, coming to Kampala, doing collabos. Kenya, they started doing collabos. Like this lady caller, they did a song with Cindy.
Yes.
That song with John Black. Those songs started. They were playing. I don't know. You know, I don't know what happened. Even us, there's a way people look at you and they judge like this person has. But by this time, so some now. Last time, I last talked to someone. They told me, no, she got married to a rich man. You know, and the rich man and all that, because but what you know, these guys are focused. As you know, it is a new country, it is a new, everything is new. So yeah, so they are yearning to grow. They bagala kula banga bashikola. So I think the problem nature chiba slowing them because of centers are slowing up of value. It is you have to have a lot of money.
How about in Kampala? How is our music doing that side?
Right now, we on the corporate amendment bill. Yeah. So
Brother, congratulations.
Thank you so much. That's where we are now. Yeah, because that's what I told you. When you grow up, it's not about the buildings and all that, but knowing that he has a right, she has a right on her. Yeah.
Speaking of the corporate law, you know, a lot of things have been said about the corporate law, and it is more right now when we look at it, it's more of you guys who have already made it in the industry. It is more of your advantage than the new artist. When you look at our industry, which is still young, there's still a young industry growing. Do you think we still have to go for corporate law with our young industry, South Sudan?
Yeah, you know, that one doesn't need, or if over you have grown, you have many artists. No, this it is you having rights on your content. You having rights on your content, because you can even have a talent, and you shift from and I mean you shift from South Sudan, you come to Kampala, you do music from there, and you sell it to Uganda.
Is it not a chance to give to foreign music to penetrate than the local content?
Bro, a lot of people,
because when the bill came out, most people were like, we are going now to shift to start listening to Western music.
They are going to still be paying. They have been paying for them. They don't know. Once you go on social media, like TikTok platform, you do a video dancing and all that, they are going to
cut something.
Of course, they are going to cut. I mean, the sound. Then they leave for you the picture, because that is you.
Like they're going to mute the sound.
Exactly. That's why sometimes they mute the sound.
Is that relying even to international content?
Of course, you try any song, international song. When it is, I mean, when it is more than 1 minute, that's 1 minute, they are going to tell you to change the sound, not to remove the sound.
So would you still advise us as a young industry of South Sudan to still go for corporate?
That will make you even have good music. That will even cross borders. Because if we, like in Uganda, if now radio and TVs and bars are paying, DJs are paying for this, that means now they are going to be paying for real stuff, which can, you know, press the listeners to keep on listening to your radio, TV, and watching and all that. If you're a DJ, you have to play now real music. You have to now you have to be. You deal with the real artists now. The people can keep listeners on or viewers on.
Let's talk of your name. You know, your name is one of the unique names that is very hard, if you are to Google, to find another Ziza Bafana. How did you come up with such a unique kind of a name, Ziza Bafana? What does it actually mean?
Yes, now let me begin with Bafana. Bafana, it means Bafana means a strong person. That person you cannot even try to scare. When we are many, that is Bafana Bafana. When it's one, that is Bafana.
You mean the one of South Africa, like kind of Bafana Bafana of South Africa?
That means you cannot even try to attack those people.
Then the Ziza.
Then the Ziza is from the Bible, some of the book about Deuteronomy. That is where they are, the generation names there. That's where. Who is calling me now?
The Deuteronomy. You people should search for the Deuteronomy.
Yes, baby.
So Ziza comes from the Bible.
Yeah, it's there. Ziza was a son of who? A son of Sifi alone. So I'm from that royal family. Long time we are there.
You're from the royal family. We're talking about the Bible. You know, there is a clip that we are playing the piano, and you're singing gospel song over it. Are you one of the products of the Bible? Of the church?
Yeah, of course.
The church.
Yeah.
You're from the church?
Yeah.
Now, someone from the church, someone would expect you to sing songs of gospel. Why did you have to choose dancehall? And moreover, the other hardcore dancehall. Pomini.
Omanye, this is talent. Eh? What I'm doing is wrong. What you're trying to say, that what I'm doing is wrong, that I need to do.
So compared to how we know the church people, of course, we could see the likes of Levikson, such kind of a line, that even if you do secular music, but it's not so much like yours, because
mine is
pomini, shake the booty,
shake the bam bam. No, but you know that's the work of a woman. You know, even then if you're a pastor or whatever, then if your wife to then if you're a wife, you're a pastor, but you're a woman and you're married to someone, you have to remove your take your worry. Omulagenti no byeche kiriko boto chikole echo ojja musanga ali kundiga.
Even God said we should.
You know, this, you know, maturity is where you do things which they can, I mean, when you talk about you around people, when they can respect, you know, respect you, it is you know, you have to work for that. So when you do stuff here to please yourself and, you know, you don't mind about others, for you want to, I mean, you lie, you do whatever you want because you want to feel like for you.
So what we should say, Ziza Bafana is this person of the new church, not the old church.
Let me tell you, you see me in music, that is business. But my heart and my ways, you know, it is hard to find Ziza Bafana in Kampala or in Uganda there. It is very hard. That's why you find people, Bafana, Abula, Bichi, because you don't have to see me. You just, when you hear me anywhere, you see me on TV, you see, I'm not your worker, I'm not your, we are even, if I wasn't a musician, the one to get there who I am. So if you don't see me, you have to see me when you have paid. You have to see me when you have to see me, not just to see me. You see me in bars drinking beer. I'm not a drunkard that I'm going to be drinking. I come to your bar. No.
Let's talk about your music. You know, there are some songs that you pass information, despite of the fact this is raga music, because we all know raga music is all about dancing, vibe, but you still have an element where you send in message. Avamajipa dancing, the songs of like Abantu Vafe. I saw Baby Cool dancing on the song. How do you come up with such idea that in dance or raga you still pass information, message?
Of course, that is how it's supposed to be. We have different people. You find Abantu, they love to listen. Others love to vibe. They don't even want to know what the song about or whatever. For them, they want to dance.
So you mind of the two?
Yes, because we have the people on radio and we have the people in club. So people in club don't like radio music. They like crazy music, and those are the people who can promote your song to the most, because for them they happen every day. The music that we do, like raga, that's why people expect me to do shows year to year, because this is vibe music. That's why you see these people sing this slow music. Those what is sad for them to make show.
So people want vibe,
because sometimes it is women who always support that music, and always women don't want to pay. They want boyfriends to come with them, and when boyfriend doesn't support that music, they don't want to come. So that you find when a boyfriend says, I don't want to go, you go. You find that will be the show which is going to separate those people. Because you instead to go, I like it. So, but this is dancehall. I sing for men,
not for women.
Yes,
because women come,
and the women have to love what men. Women, of course, it is a must for them to fear, even to love what men.
Speaking about also your music, who inspired you with that hardcore voice? You know, we have likes of people who could say Buju Banton, because I'm looking at people who have hardcore voices. In East Africa, I think the least we can talk of is Jose Chameleon. For you, who was behind that hardcore voice? Because it's a little bit hard for someone to have such a voice. Who inspired you?
Before the Jose Chameleons, we used to listen to Jamaican music.
What was that in particular?
Those long time
Shaggy, Buju
Banton.
Exactly.
Those of Shaggy, the Buju Banton, the Shabaranks, those guys, the Bounty Killer, Barney, those many artists.
Particularly, who was that you looked at? No, that person.
I did not. I mean, select and like this is the artist. No, I used to love the music. I didn't even know who is who. I just got to know. Hey, this was Shaggy who sang this song. This was good. Just recently when I joined music, when I started music, and I put my focus
on music. So, particularly, you don't have any person that you look at.
Yeah, here in Uganda, of course, you know those of Chameleon. We came like me. I joined the industry where we used to do music with message. That's why those arts you cannot even these new artists, for them they are looking at international artists. If any international artists go naked, they do that.
So Ziza Bafana, you want to say you don't have any idol that you look at?
Not really, because I've never been under any person or any group. I just came from even because I remember when I was in church. That was when we went to preach the gospel. We had like 4 crusades the day, and the crusades which were in the city, they took those artists who knew how to sing. So these village, crusades, there were no artists to perform. So they told me, "You're going to sing." The first time when I stepped on the stage to praise, that was the time they told me, "You're going to sing every day." Actually, from that, because we used to preach the gospel from Monday to Friday. Then Saturday we go back to Kampala. We organize Sunday. We go fetch people to come to church. From they told me you're going to be performing. The evening session, the last one. That's when I started singing in church and praise.
Ah, so you started music. That means when you're still at a young age.
Yes.
But you said you have not been under any record label. But we have seen you've been with you started with some artists. Is it Yemoze? Yemoze. That was back live?
That had already started music.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Even those ones, they came looking for because Yemoze, the guy, the promoter, they did music. Music was not selling out. And Washington told them the trend now is Wizard Radio. It is a duo. So if you want your artist now to do it, let's look for
Ziza Bafana.
Any person. For them, by the time they didn't, point at me, they were like, let's you look at, find an artist who can do rag like Wizo or any. So because I knew Washington, and I knew
Yemoze.
Yemoze, I knew, because for him he was already a known artist because he had music long time.
Oh, so Yemoze started music.
I was even a fan of him.
Oh, okay.
Because I used to hear that music from the village, but I didn't know that I'll get a chance to even to get together. Yeah. So that's when they called me. I went there. I was a church boy. That was the time. I've been forced to do music, by the way. It was not my intention. I feel like I'm going to perform. No. I was forced to do music. Everything that I do, it is a force. You can do this. You can do this. I'm not a person. I'm chasing.
So that means in your comings, in your when you're still a young child, you were not that person who was looking at music as something you can do.
Just that they told me I was a dancer. I used to dance Lingala so much. So
so that means you can also dance as well.
Because I grew up in a bar, my mother had a bar there deep in the village.
Okay.
So
you could be in the band, the church as well.
No, church came later. After me dropped out of school, then I went to learn. That's the time when Jose came and dropped that song of Mama Mia. Because I dropped from school, then they took me to Bwaise to do mechanic. Mechanic.
How are the things working right now as a solo artist compared by back then when you are under the record label?
Now, that time the limit was there because the person that I was collaborating with, he was not active like me. So yeah, all the time we used to be like, a man and a woman, when they're like they're on and off. Today they are in quarrel, tomorrow
so you had some fights.
Yeah. So you go to the studio and do this, and do this. Say, you bring your songs, you don't want to bring your music here, then you're singing my music here. They have no, they have shown me the video. The video is full of one artist team. That's that. So
that is what led to your separation.
Exactly. Yeah. So everyone went so.
But you're that kind of a person who surprised us out of that. We were not expecting to have the Ragamuffin solo Because most people could look at like here Moses saying like he's a vocalist, is that person who flows vocals, and you have that hardcore.
I told you I came from church. So
you know the game.
No, not that. I'm a vocal changer. I do all the melodies because I used to back up music from the studios. Nze nabakinga music mu studio z'abantu nga bampita mu bakinga ennyimba z'abantu. So nyimba amaloboozi gonna, all the melodies in the music. Okuva ku tenors and everywhere, deep voices esembayo. Yeah. So here there's a producer that I started with is here in Juba. Jehu. That was the first producer to record me.
In Kampala?
In my life.
It was by then in Uganda?
Yeah, they came to Kampala. They were in Kampala.
That was before Back to Life?
Yeah, before Back to Life.
Okay. As you came in and the rains dropped, we gave you a name of Deng. So you have Deng Bafana.
Oh.
You know the meaning of Deng?
Bro. my Muko here is called Deng.
Oh.
I don't know how you came up to give me that name, bro.
Do you know the meaning of Deng?
Explain to me.
Deng means rainfall.
Allah.
Rain.
Wait. And that has been following me. Wait.
Yes.
Oh, when my rain first come to clean, to water everything, so everything is like.
So when you take it to the Bible, we are baptized.
You know, as you said, you said. There's previously said that you know your name is. I don't know how you came up with that name. Your name is totally different. You are only one Bafana in this world. Only one Bafana. Ziza is only you alone in the world. Any corporate. That means what I do is different. You know, in Kampala, on social talk, I saw a lot of artists them trending saying, "I have this music, I have this music." Me, I just have one song. It can combine like 50 songs of one artist.
You know, one time Paraso came out and was like, mention one artist with 20 songs. I'm like, Ziza?
No, leave the 20 songs. Leave the 20 songs. Me one song. Combining 20 songs for an artist. You ask, you make a research. Because, okay, let me give you homework. Will you go and make a research? Like live band, those people who mime. If you find an artist who can, people can do the Michael Jackson, they can do the Lucky Dubes, they can do the chameleons. You just get one person who can act like Bafana on stage, and he brings out that Bafana, and you see the energy, and the music flow. Like someone can perform a chameleon song, like then if it turns to like a softy, fusion, you feel like he or she is flowing. You get my point. But let them try my music.
I don't know. You know, one time I asked myself,
that's why you never.
What do you do in the 30 minutes before hitting the studio? Because having that energy to flow for more than three minutes, I think a song takes 3 minutes. What do you first do before hitting the studio booth? The first 30 minutes.
Nothing. The time you tell me we are now going to the studio, we want to record you, you give me a microphone. As you give me a microphone, that's strong tea. You are strong tea. This is a general thing.
Do you write your music, or you just step in and have vibes?
Sometimes I flow, you just flow freestyle.
Freestyle. That's the one we've just seen.
You just give me a topic. You just tell me you sing about a woman, or you tell me sometimes that's fun.
Okay, let's sing about Juba. We are in South Sudan.
Yes.
Let's sing about South Sudan.
We say whether ntuse Juba yenze kuba Juba yeja angambye gwe naze nkube atonye Juba ene wafe Juba raga kube Juba ngenda bakuba bagambe yeno kube Juba yes
Zedenge Bafana. So you just get a topic and you write.
Yeah.
At one time, by the way, someone wanted to know. This was before I had you on the panel, even before the poster had come out. But it was like, these raga dancers, are we seeing them in the future nearby doing likes of Amapiano? Are you a fan of Amapiano? Because it's now the trending music.
I have two.
What is your say on
I have 2 albums coming out on piano.
With Amapiano?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yes.
It's an album.
Yeah, 2.
2 albums.
Eight,
Strictly all of it amapiano
12
or
songs, 12 songs.
mixture?
Amapiano mixture with Afrobeat and that fusion of African, what? African, some Afro, Zouk Afro, something of Mapiano.
Mapiano strictly. 2 albums.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. Anyway, before I let you go, do you have any person that you look at from this East Africa? Let's start with East Africa, that may be a competitor when it comes to raga dancehall.
With me?
Yes.
You don't just say East Africa.
I wanted us to start with East Africa before we go Africa. Okay, East Africa, no one.
Okay, you give me one.
I'm just asking you.
No,
is there any person who scares you and be?
You give me
when
one.
You're in the corner and be like, that guy, that guy,
bro. Omani, kati inze ungabi me I've been pushed to do whatever I do.
Yeah.
You just think of when I'm pushing myself to do. Now let me. I'm commanding myself. I want to do now something. You just think of when I have the feeling of doing something to show you that I'm skilled in. We just take an example. Because when I go beyond, they tell me because
so you don't look at any person as a competitor.
You know what these people do? You know what they do? You know when you go extra, like things they don't understand, they feel like what you're doing is they start saying what you do is not
we have an artist in the country.
Yeah,
we have an artist in the country. For him to say he doesn't have any competitor when it comes to dancehall, and I'm like, okay, Ziza Bafana is here. Is there any person you can tell them on the camera that if you want, welcome?
No. You grow up. Why is up? Zendi Musajari. I'm an interaction man. Katinze. If you want to battle with me or whatever, no one can compete. You just listen to the music. You bring someone else, you bring others' music, you put other people's music, you put the music.
If Bebe Cole can be scared, why not?
No, bro. No, about you. I've told you.
Yes.
You get a they're going. I do Luganda. You get a Muganda person. You give him my music and give him Bebe Cole or whatever, any other people's artist music. Or they are going to deliver. Just that people undermine.
That is the kind of a warning to all the dancehall.
Even not a warning. Those are young people. Bro, I told you, I've never done what I'm supposed to do. All what I do is what, as you have called me, you have been there calling me, you come to an interview. If they have been calling me, you see, you got back up and sing.
You just rhyme with the flow.
Because you called me to do that.
You rhyme with the flow, whatever comes.
But when I want to do what I want, that is the music you feel that you cannot even, that is the Bafana.
Ziza Bafana, just like the name.
Bro, because we don't have competition in our country. There's no competition for music in Uganda. I swear. There's no competition. I have a lot of music that a lot of artists that I can give my music and they can fail to do a song of mine and I can do their music and do a cover of their songs even. And you, bro.
We don't have any competitor. Said by Ziza Bafana.
No, look. Now,
not even East Africa, not even Africa, not even world.
You give me.
You have any person in mind?
Tosh.
No.
Tosh, you are DJ. You mentioned an artist, minus the Jamaican artist, because Jamaica.
We can keep it Africa.
We keep it Africa. I'm talking of Africa.
I would talk of Shatawale.
My bro, you bring the music. You put Shatawale. Bring it. Labayo, you put Shatawale. Just that their country. They are for them. They are supportive. I mean, they value music than here. People think that we are on the same level. Yeah. We have people who can even not change. We have people who sing in same chord, same flow, same voice, same sounds. But I can confuse you until they tell you, that is Bafana.
It's a ragaluga.
Then if you call anything, you call it.
That's what I know. Anyway, in the meantime, we need to end this. But Ziza Bafana,
Yo,
just before I let you go, one word for an artist who's looking up to you. What is the message you should tell a young boy or a young woman who's looking up upon doing dancehall just to be like a future Ziza Bafana? One word in the camera.
yes, to you, my young artists, them, I want to tell you, if you want to be a great artist in the coming, I mean,
In the future.
near future, go and try to learn any instrument. That is the only guidance which can lead you to good music without fight, without even arguments and all that. Go and get an instrument that you can learn, which can guide you to good music. Because things are changing. Everyone knows music. Everyone thinks that they can sing. Everyone can try music. You can see. So you have to be, because promotion and all that, anyone can do that. But with the talent, me, what I do. Now look, you bring an artist here that you're saying, me, I'm at a level, I look at the people like those, like we go to reggae music, they can do bass, they whatever. You go to those of Bounty Killer, Capricorn, who you cannot look at these boys who have not even matured, like their output, their vocals. They're still young. They sound like they are young. Their message, I mean, their flow, their lyrics, they're still lacking a lot, bro. I'm on a level of playing instrument. I'm on a level of telling you what to do. I'm on a level of producing a song, directing music. I'm on a level of, man.
All right.
So if you had to compete with me, it is not about raga. You get a microphone. Man, we are say, where we are there, we are never push it down. Yes, well, no, it's not that. At the time, I'm a teacher. I do music. I form. I have tried for people. People have failed to do what I write for them. Then if I slow down, my attack, my flow.
You should learn any instrument.
Hey, you check out any dancer artists. You check out their performance. Leave these countries where they have accepted and they respect music and talent, and these people they pay back. You check it. Their music pay back.
All right.
This is the 211 Media.